Hi, how you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. Here we do unboxings. I like to shop a lot, and then I show you what I got. We unbox all types of lifestyle items and beauty items, and we do coffee, we do tea, whatever strikes me, I guess, pretty much. So I hope you will join our family and subscribe. We have a lot of new boxes coming in October. So I've got a bunch I've already posted for September, and we've got even more coming in October. I kind of try to change it up a bit, so try to get a good cross section of what's out there. And today I just went to the mailbox, and there were 2 tea subscriptions that are relatively new to me, and I thought I'd do them kind of head to head. Earlier last week I did my Sips Buy, which gives you for $15, you get 4 different teas, and it's about 4 servings per tea, so 16 cups of tea, I would say, for $15. Now I'm going to share with you today 2 new ones, or 2 new to me, I should say. Simply Loose Leaf, which I just got last month for the first time, so this is my second month with them. And I just picked up Dollar Tea Club. So this is my first month with Dollar Tea. So I thought I would show you them head to head, and you kind of can figure out which ones we like best. Starting with Simply Loose Leaf Tea, I pay $10 a month, and then there's $2.99 shipping on this, and you get 4 teas, and each tea has about 4 to 5 servings. And in both cases, or in all cases I should say, I try to do low caffeine or caffeine free because I like to drink a lot of tea at night. So I drink it all during the day, but I want to have the option of drinking it at night, or an iced tea or something like that. So it comes in as a brown box like this. I'll just open this up. And they do have a card. And the card usually just gives you a recipe to make your own mint and lavender tea, which is pretty straightforward. 1 tablespoon of mint, a 1/4 tablespoon of lavender flowers, and a teaspoon of honey. No surprises there, but it's very pretty card. And they do give you, now these are a little different. Sometimes I get paper, some companies give you paper. They actually give you nice canvas reusable tea bags. Although quite honestly, I'm too lazy to dump it out and clean them out and that sort of launder them. So I tend to favor the paper ones and kind of save these maybe for jewelry items or something like that instead of using them for tea. But the option is there just in case. So let's see what we have this month with them. Like I said, they give you 4 different teas. So we do have 4 nice bags of tea. All loose. There's obviously the name is Simply Loose Leaf, so they're all loose leaf teas. So the first one is from South Africa, and it's Phoenix Mills. It's a rooibos blended tea, which combines honeybee pollen and vanilla to form a wonderfully sweet and light cup of tea. This sounds nice, actually. The natural notes of sweet in the rooibos complement the honey and the vanilla, which offers a great bedtime drink since it's caffeine free. And you can brew this tea, it says hot or cold, but we recommend that you use a fine straining method due to the small nature of the rooibos tea. So those tea bags would be fine. You can end up with more tea dust in the bottom of your cup. So they're just saying that to use maybe one of those metal mesh strainers, but the paper, I always use the paper, so that's fine. So that's the description on one side. And then on the other side, they actually tell you the country, if it has caffeine, how many time, what's the time for steeping, how much to use, and what the brew is on that. And I have one of those Cuisinart electric kettles, and it actually tells you there's different temperatures for white tea, green tea, black tea, and so or just to boil. So I use it for my coffee in the morning, and then I use it for tea. And if I have different types of teas during the day, I can set it for the different temperatures, which is pretty cool. And it actually heats up really fast, so I really recommend that one if you're looking for a teapot. So this brew is at 212 degrees, and I never put this on boil. It's too high, so I usually put it one degree lower than that, or one setting lower than that. It should be about 212. And they say to steep it for 3 to 5 minutes and to use 2 teaspoons. So that's the first one, this Phoenix Mills. The next one is Harvest Moon, and this one looks really chunky. I like the ones that have lots of different fruits and things in them. This is, it says, before brewing this tea, open this tea and smell it. Then wait a moment and smell it again. This tea evolves as the different layers unfold. Your first one greeted by the scent of allspice, but then warmer cinnamon starts to come through, finished with a slight fresh baked bread smell. Oh my God. This might be the first one I brew. And when you brew this tea, the cinnamon expands and blooms into the heat of the water. Well, I love cinnamon and anything with cinnamon in it. This tea will brew the color of red hots and taste like warm tart apple pie. I'm going to have to get more of this. You can brew this tea in water as normal. You can brew this tea in milk like a traditional hot chocolate and serve it with a dash of nutmeg on top for a fun nighttime treat. How cool is that? So this one, is the origin of this Harvest Moon is the USA. No caffeine, also 3 to 5 minutes and 2 teaspoons per cup. So this has dried apple pieces, cinnamon chips, hibiscus flowers, almond slivers, pistachios, I can eat this, pumpkin flakes, all natural flavor, and beetroot powder for the sweetness. How cool is this? Wow. I'm excited about this one. And then we have an Earl Grey Herbal, and I have to admit I've never had Earl Grey tea. I probably one day will try Earl Grey because a lot of people seem to like Earl Grey. So this is South African honeybush and bergamot flavors. Bergamot I know is a scent. I'm not familiar with how bergamot would taste, so I definitely should try this. So this is a caffeine take on classic Earl Grey tea. The honeybush based tea has notes of leather, cedar, and spice. That's interesting. The nose of this tea is bold and strong, while the cup brews as a richer and more subtle experience. It'll give you notes of earthy woods while still keeping with the classic Earl Grey bergamot notes. You can enjoy this tea with a splash of milk or even some sweetened vanilla almond milk to add a little something fun. And like I said, this is from South Africa, also 3 to 5 minutes and 2 teaspoons a cup. So that's the third one. And then our fourth one is Herbal from Turkey. And this one is a wild alchemist's brew. OM will help you find peace and center within your space. This is one of the most unusual teas that we offer. The lemongrass and cinnamon provide a bit of sweetness, and the cardamom and ginger root give it the perfect earthy notes. Is closely related to the masala chai tea served in Nepal. So that's fun. So those are our 4 teas from Simply Loose Leaf Tea. And again, for $10, you really can't beat that. Each packet will make 4 servings. So that's 16 servings for $10, and the shipping is only $2.99 on that. So that's a great deal. Just to compare it again with Sips By. And I love Sips By, don't get me wrong, because Sips By is much more customizable than these are, which is probably why there's a little bit more of a price on it. Also, they give you individual bags of tea a lot of times, and from names that you know. Where these are their own teas, but so Sips By is, like I said, $15 for the 16. So it's a little bit, but not a couple bucks. It's not that much of a difference. Let's look at Dollar Tea. Now, Dollar Tea has 3 different levels. Their first level is $1, believe it or not, and you get 3 blends. They're monthly blends of tea, and each of those 3 bags will make 6 to 9 cups of tea. So 2 to 3 each bag, so 6 to 9 overall for $1. And then you can add to that, which I did, and then they ask you, do you drink 2 cups a week? Do you drink 1 every day? Or do you drink 3 times a day? And so you can add the 3 different levels, and even those are very reasonably priced. The 2 cups a week that I added is $9. And I did 2 cups a week, even though I do drink a little bit more than that, but I get all these other teas. So that, plus you're getting the monthly tea on top of that for $1. So to combine all that, that's $10, and that's what I'm paying right now, plus $4.50 shipping. Now, if you drink tea once a day and you want, 30 cups of tea, you can do that for $17. And then, or if you drink it 3 times a day, so it's 75 cups of tea, it's $25, which is very reasonable for this. And then again, like I said, the shipping is $4.50. So give you, there's a honey stick. It's the first thing I pulled out, just a little. And none of the other tea subscriptions had anything extra. So this was a little honey stick, which I think is kind of cute. Let's see what else is in here. Again, this was my first shipment from them. Came in a flat brown box. So my first shipment, let's see, it has a little card, just says, you know, we're so excited to chai delicious exotic blends with you. Since you've already done the hard part, sit back and relax while we send new blends to your door. Let's get this party started, and welcome to the club. So, and they're just showing you that they now have available these honey sticks. So they sent one as a sample, which is kind of cute. They also, because it's my first shipment, sent me a strainer. And they said this is always only in the first shipment. And then they sent me some paper bags, which honestly, I'm not sure if they do that every month or just the first month. I would assume it's every month, but I don't want to assume anything. So they just gave me, well, just 3 little bags, but I have so many from other subscriptions and just buying them in general, so that's fine. So let's look at the 3 monthly teas. So my 3 monthly teas are, the first one is ginger peach. It sounds delicious. And ginger peach is rooibos, ginger, calendula, petals, blackberry leaves, and natural flavors, which are organic compliant. So they say to steep this up to 212 degrees, 4 to 6 minutes. They do tell you this product may contain traces of almonds and nuts. So I'm assuming it's maybe made in the same factory. So they are warning you about that. And to try this iced if you wanted to. And this is from Canada, this company. This the Dollar Tea Company's out of Canada. Our next monthly is Berry Merlot, Elderberry, Currant, Hibiscus, Petals, Black Tea, natural flavors, organic compliant. And here it also tells you that it may contain, so the whole factory probably only uses 1 milling, so probably the whole factory is like this. This type of tea is a fruit tea. They said to steep this 3 to 5 minutes. And then a third flavor of the month is cool cucumber. That's usually very refreshing. That's green tea, cucumber slices, and natural flavors. And what they don't tell you is, because this is green tea, I'm assuming that there's some caffeine in here, so they don't tell you that. And actually, it's a green tea because they have a lower setting on here to only brew up to 176 degrees. And again, my Cuisinart kettle will have a green tea setting, so I'm fine with that. And I like green tea. I would just not drink it at night before bed, but I would drink it earlier in the day. And I bet it's also delicious iced, cool cucumber. So those are the 3 teas that are the monthly teas. So that's what you would get if let's say you did just $1. So you get the 3 monthly for $1, 69 cups. And then because I took the 2 cups per week, they gave me 1 more bag. This is for $9. And this one is Summer Pie. And this is elderberries, currants, hibiscus petals, and natural flavors. So this is a fruit tea. So I can drink this, or actually this one I would probably make this iced, because I usually like iced tea in the morning. Before I have my coffee and take my vitamin. I like to take my vitamins with a little bit of iced tea. So that's probably what I would do with this one. And it's a fruit tea, obviously. So this is an herbal tea. There's no caffeine in here. So that's fun. And this is a large bag, 50 grams. So you can definitely, for 50 grams, I can definitely see getting at least 8 cups out of this. So that's the Dollar Tea. So, you know, I don't know which one is better. Like I said, I guess you get more variety. Well, the same thing. You get the 3, and then you get the larger bag here. And this is $10 plus $4.50, so it's $14.50. Or else for the $10 and $2.99 shipping, very, very similar. You get, 4 equally, larger bags, I would say. Let's see, these are 2 grams, and how much are these of the month? They say 8 grams. I'm sorry, this is 10 grams. These are 10 grams each. These are 8 grams. So you get 4 of the 10 grams. I'm not confusing you, I hope. 4 of the 10 grams for $10 and $2.99. So very comparable in terms of, and they both came the same day of the month. So they shipped pretty quickly because today's it's only October 3rd, and I already got my October teas. So those are the 2 I have for you. And like I said, the other one that's big, and I do like it, is Sips By, and that's comparable. You can watch the other video. And that, like I said, is $15, and I believe that's free shipping, so it's $15 all. And so, like I said, they're all very compatible, $13 to $15 for about 16 or so servings. They're all about the same. 16, and then you get maybe a few more servings out of the other 2. So I hope that's helpful. Hope you enjoyed that. And again, with all these tea subscriptions, you can choose if you want caffeinated, non-caffeinated, or in some cases, if you want all black or all green or all herbal. And it just, they can try to customize it to some degree, or you can switch off. Some months you might want to do one and the other, and maybe build a stash that way. So I hope you enjoyed this. And like I said, please subscribe. That helps me. It helps me tell you, find out from you guys all my giveaways. I'm going to be doing giveaways in many of these videos. And in fact, I have one going on right now, giving away 2 jade rollers to 2 different subscribers that I received. And that's in my glossy box versus look fantastic box for this month, since both of them each had one, and I already have one. So and I'll be doing many more giveaways because I want to give back as much as possible. I do this for fun, and I will say that none of these videos I do are sponsored or paid for. I pay myself for every single one of these boxes. This is my hobby. So I wanted to share with you kind of what I get in each of them, and then make decisions on what I keep and what I don't keep. So I do almost every one of them on a month-to-month, so that I can cancel if it's not living up to what we like. So enjoy the rest of your day, and please, like I said, it would help me if you would subscribe and join our community. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. There'll be a lot more in the next week. I've got tons of new boxes coming in next week. I've got advent calendars, special limited edition boxes coming. So it should be a lot of fun this month, especially. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.